Top 5 moral stories that can change your point of view. Number 1. I'll help you tomorrow, he said, his voice echoing a familiar promise. Tomorrow came, but his workshop remained empty, the tools untouched. He promised his neighbor he'd fix her fence, but the wind still whistled through the broken slats. He assured a friend he'd help with a move, but the boxes sat heavy and alone. Slowly, the calls stopped coming and the friendly waves from neighbors faded. He found himself in a world of his own making, surrounded by the ghosts of broken commitments. When his own car broke down, he looked around for help, but saw only the reflections of his own empty words. He sighed, realizing the truth in his solitude. He hadn't just been breaking promises, he'd been breaking trust. Before you make a promise, think about it. Maybe you are the one who needs to keep your word. Number 2. He planted a tiny seed in the soil. He watered it every morning and watched it with anticipation, hoping for a sign of life. Days turned into weeks and nothing happened. He saw his neighbor's garden flourishing with vibrant flowers and tall, strong plants. He felt a pang of disappointment, thinking to himself, "My efforts are worthless. This barren patch of dirt will never yield anything." He considered giving up, convinced his little seed was a failure. Then one morning, he noticed a tiny sprout pushing through the earth. He almost dismissed it, thinking it was just a weed. As he reached down to pull it out, he hesitated. He decided to wait just one more day. The sprout grew, and with time, it blossomed into the most beautiful flower he had ever seen, more radiant than any in his neighbor's garden. He realized his plant wasn't a failure. It was just growing at its own pace, developing strong roots unseen. Before you give up, think about it. Maybe the greatest results are the ones that take the longest to bloom. Number 3. He replied in anger without thinking. A father was helping his son with a difficult school project, a delicate model that required patience. As the hours passed, the father grew frustrated. When his son accidentally knocked over a piece, sending it crashing to the floor, the father yelled, pointing out how clumsy he was. The son's eyes filled with tears as he quietly picked up the broken piece and left the room. A few moments later, the father saw the project from his son's perspective. The piece that fell was not essential. It was a small mistake in a sea of careful work. His son had been trying so hard, and his harsh words had shattered more than just the model. He wished he had stayed calm, realizing his anger had cost him a precious moment. Before you let anger speak, take a breath. Sometimes, a moment of patience is worth more than a lifetime of regret. Number 4. He was too afraid to try. For months, a young artist had walked past the same little coffee shop, dreaming of displaying his paintings on its bare brick walls. He'd stand outside, his portfolio clutched tightly, imagining his art admired by patrons. Each time, fear whispered in his ear, "They'll say no. You're not good enough." He would turn and walk away, promising himself, "Tomorrow." One day, he finally gathered his courage and stepped inside. He looked towards the familiar empty wall, but his heart sank. It was now filled with vibrant, beautiful paintings, a small crowd admiring them. A tag on one read, "First Exhibition." He saw the artist, a woman beaming with pride, talking to the owner. With a heavy sigh, he turned to leave, clutching his own unseen art. He realized then that while he waited for courage, someone else had seized the opportunity he let slip by. Before you let fear stop you, remember this. The biggest risk is not taking one at all. Number 5. She practiced while others rested. In the quiet of the empty gym, long after her teammates had gone home, she ran one more drill. She perfected her form while others slept in. On the day of the championship, the game was tied with only seconds left on the clock. The ball came to her. It was the exact scenario she had rehearsed countless times in her mind, alone on that court. With a calm that surprised even herself, she took the shot. The buzzer sounded as the ball swished through the net. As her team celebrated around her, she looked at the scoreboard and smiled. It wasn't luck or talent that won the game. It was the echo of her own hard work in an empty gym. Before you wish for success, think about it. Maybe you are the one who needs to put in the extra work. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and press the bell for more morals like this.